If you are faced with a situation where you need a relatively practical small sedan, but you don't want to be bored out of your mind every time you drive it, there are only a couple good options. When I was faced with the situation, I bought this car, my 2014 Audi S4. This car is of the B8.5 generation, which was an incremental refresh from the B8, which launched in 2009. It comes with a supercharged 3-liter V6 engine, making 333 horsepower and 325 pound-feet of torque. 0 to 60 happens in 4.4 seconds and will run the quarter in 13 flat. These are Motor Trend test numbers. I haven't had a chance to run this at the drag strip yet, so I cannot confirm those numbers, but it definitely feels quick enough for what I use it for. Styling-wise, this does look very similar to the regular A4, which is not a bad thing. They both have great proportions, the signature LED running lights, but small details on the S4 set it aside, such as the quad exhaust tips, the small badges on it, and the upgraded wheels. From an interior perspective, I really love it, especially the way mine is spec'd. I have the upgraded leather with the red inserts and the carbon trim, which looks way better than the aluminum that's standard on the vehicles. Now, yes, the electronics are aging slightly, it's not as updated, but overall this is a great cabin to be in. I will say one caveat is, if you're any taller or bigger than 6'3", this car will become rather cramped and you might want to think about upgrading to a vehicle that's one size larger. I'm pretty much at the upper limit of what someone who can comfortably fit in this vehicle. Driving wise, this car has two distinct personalities. You can use Drive Select to switch between comfort, auto, dynamic, and individual. And comfort mode is very smooth and refined and just a comfortable daily driver. Press the button a couple times, pop it in dynamic and sport mode, and it wakes up. It sounds louder and holds shifts longer, and it becomes a fun little sports sedan. Quattro is great as usual. The sports differential, which is optional, also aids in driving dynamics. But I will say that this car, as with most Audis, has a tendency to understeer, and also the steering is not the most communicative. In comfort mode, it's just way too light, which is nice because you're just driving around in comfort mode. But in dynamic, it weights up, but that doesn't necessarily equate to better feel. Overall, I only have a couple of complaints. First off, the MMI now. Well, the system works pretty fine. It spins opposite of what almost every other system spins. So you get in this car and you get used to it, and then every time you get in a BMW or any other vehicle with a rotary infotainment knob, it's just confusing as hell. Second off is the rear seat space, and I mean, it just pretty much, there isn't much of it. While this is a sedan, I don't really treat it as such. The only reason I bought this over an S5 is I actually prefer the proportions of the sedan more. But really, there's not much room back there. If you're looking for something that 4 adults can comfortably seat in for a long period of time, you're better off getting something like an A6 or an S6. I also have to mention value. I bought this car towards the end of last year. It's a 2014 model year car, 2 years old, 20,000 miles on it, certified pre-owned extended warranty, stickered for nearly $60,000, and I got it for just under $40,000. I truly think this is one of the best all-around vehicles you can get in this price range. Really do love my S4. It's a great daily driver and a ton of fun. Please let me know if you have any questions. Hope you guys like this video. Thanks for watching.